sunrise into my eyes. Hey, I can't realize, say she don't judge me.
Hello everybody, hi, good evening. This is Amma. It's good to see you. So today I want to actually grab a huge bull by the horns and drag it into the room. An elephant is coming to the room for discussion, and we are talking Valentine's Day. This is one of those concepts which is so over commercialized. It is so misconstrued. It's used to trick so many people into a buy-in into a concept which doesn't make too much sense. Yes, I like the idea of loving people and expressing your love. Yes, I like one day dedicated to love, and it's amazing, great. But hey sis, let's talk. Valentine's Day for years has been used to manipulate and brainwash girls, to relaxing your morals, forgetting your standards, and allowing any Tom, Dick, and Harry to have a ride with you because you would like to receive some flowers. Hey girl, flowers are cheap. They are not that expensive. Go to a shop and buy your own self a bouquet. If you must have flowers, buy yourself a bouquet. I've been doing that for years. Started doing it. I just wanted everybody in my life to know that I love flowers. So I buy flowers and I get it for myself. My son was saying to me earlier on tonight, should I get you flowers, mommy? I'm like, I like flowers, so I do buy flowers. Don't ever let a bouquet be used to take advantage of you. Never change or relax your standards because it's approaching Valentine's Day. And for those of us who are already coupled up, girl, the one person to spend some time with on Valentine's Day is you. I have lived many a Valentine's Day when I was disappointed because my beau or my partner would not have delivered what I wanted. There are days when you focus on what the other person didn't do. It ruins your experience. Then you have to ask yourself, what at all could you possibly want? I had to ask myself one Valentine's Day, so what do you want? Chocolate? I went out and bought chocolate. Then I realized I didn't actually want chocolate. Then flowers. I went and got myself flowers. And then I realized I didn't want flowers. What I actually did want was a massage. A massage because my back kills me. But in these years, since I've actually learned to treat myself on Valentine's Day, to not really expect anybody to be with me on Valentine's Day, it's absolutely fine to take yourself to a cinema, to watch a movie you enjoy by yourself without an annoying somebody disturbing your peace. That's okay. If you happen to have somebody whose company you enjoy and want to spend time with, that's absolutely fine. But hey, don't grab a boyfriend just because of Valentine's Day. No, don't accept any proposal because you want to be coupled up on Valentine's Day. That's nonsense. You only accept proposals from people who are worthy. You only allow people close by who have met your very high standards. Thank you very much. And so today, I want to evaluate this Valentine's Day. I want to break it down for us. I want us to understand it. So we don't get fooled. We don't get emotionally drained. We don't get worried because we haven't received presents. The physical presents people get on Valentine's Day are lovely. It's really nice when you get some of them. But what is important is how a person treats you every other day on those ordinary days when you do need some TLC. That should let you know if a person loves you or not. That flamboyant display for everybody to see that they are the most wonderful lover doesn't often mean anything. It is just an expression. It's usually a show off. Does not mean much. Don't be fooled by it. He wants to take you somewhere. Yes, it's almost a rule for some people to take advantage of you sexually because it's Valentine's Day. No, that's how children like me happened. Well, in my case, it was between my mom and her husband. But there we go. Children like me, born in November, happened because of my Valentine's Day. And there are many, many November borns who were not necessarily planned, who were definitely not expected. And they have lived knowing this. It's got its own psychological implications when you know you arrived without being wanted. But anyway, there is absolutely no hard and fast rule about having sex on Valentine's Day. Sometimes when you've actually gone and you have a good date and you have wined and you have dined and you are into somebody, yes, you might end up there. But there is no hard and fast rule that says you should end up there. It is absolutely fine if you don't end up there. It is okay to spend some time alone. So this Valentine's Day, for example, as married as I am, I'm going to spend the day mainly by myself. The younger me would have found that very, very upsetting, very daunting. But in the years since I have learned to spend time with me, to prioritize me, to do things that I enjoy and only allow people who genuinely want to spend the time with me to spend it in my company, it has really changed the way I see these days and the way my emotions are influenced by what happens or doesn't happen on this day. So when you wake up, it's good morning, girl. Happy Valentine's Day to yourself. Ask your little spirit person what that person would like to do. Hey, kid, what would you like to do? And do everything that thing wants to do within limits, of course. Yes, you have to take a day off, but you will lose a day's wage. Then be mindful of that. See if you can live with the consequences. But this kid inside wants some flowers and there's nobody to buy flowers for her. Oh, how much are flowers? How much could flowers possibly be? That a guy brings bouquets of flowers or some chocolates doesn't mean you go places with them, because a lot of guys on Valentine's Day would buy these physical presents wanting to get in your knickers. They do. They know your guard will be down. They know your friends will tell you that you have to go easy on them. Yeah, give him a treat. No, don't give him a treat. In here is not present factory. Thank you. No, we don't even do pity parties over here. No thanks. Only the very best, very, very technically screened people should make it in here, whether it be Valentine's Day or not. Valentine's Day can be spent with your girls, your girlfriends, the girls who have your back, the ones whose company you enjoy. It really should be spent with people you love, people whose company means the world to you, regardless of gender. My son was saying to me today, he would like to take me on a date on Valentine's Day. And I really do like the idea. I would like to take those two, and I'd like to go to a fancy restaurant with them. I would like to sit down and explore and talk and teach my son how to date a girl. And let my daughter also learn how to be dated, how to spend quality time with somebody who loves you. Somebody who wants to spend the time with you, getting to talk to you deeply on a very personal level. No, it hasn't got much to do with commerciality, really. It can be spent eating the most insignificant things. You don't need to come bearing the biggest of the gifts, but the gifts which makes the most sense is the one which is most meaningful to you. So on Valentine's Day this year, I want us to spend it slightly differently from the others. I want the days leading to Valentine's Day to prompt you to think. I want you to evaluate what is important to you. And if you happen to be sharing your life with somebody, share these important things with that person and invite them to tap into what means the world to you this day. And if you have somebody who can do it for you, who can make you feel great, you are lucky. It's wonderful. Happy Valentine's Day to you. If you happen not to be in a couple, you don't have anybody who can do it for you, I have news. You already know the best person who can do it for you, and that's you. Allow you to treat you well. Allow you to do wonderful things with you on Valentine's Day. Spend some me time, some quality me time. And if you want to go to a cinema on your own, they will still sell a ticket to you. If you want to sit in a fancy restaurant and have dinner on your own, they will still allow you if you book on time. You don't have to be in a crowd. You don't have to be in a crowd. You can be by yourself on your own, and you can still have a marvelous, marvelous time. And for the younger ones, make sure that your standards are even higher on Valentine's Day. Make sure your security is watertight on Valentine's Day. Don't go out with every Tom, Dick, and Harry just because it's Valentine's Day. There are some people who should never be alone with you, and check that you are not fooled to go anywhere with them. Your friends want to go on a group date, and you don't know who this guy is. Please be mindful. Be very mindful of the blind dates on Valentine's Day. Many good women have fallen victim because they've ended up on a double date, in a group date with somebody unworthy of their time, and they have ended up in trouble because messages would have been misconstrued. To you, you were going for dinner. To this guy, you have accepted for him to be in your knickers. Be very, very careful whose invitation you accept on Valentine's Day, because we have many mad people in town. We have people who simply don't understand that having a meal means just that. We eat together. Sharing a meal does not mean that we have to end up in a bed anywhere. No thanks. Sitting to watch a movie or to chat does not necessarily have to lead anywhere. And girl, you still have a final say on Valentine's Day. If the answer is no on any other day, the answer is hell no on Valentine's Day. Even if the answer would have been yes on other days, you should be extra vigilant on Valentine's Day. Watch for drinks and foods that people offer you, because people spike foods, people add funny things. Be careful. I want you to have an amazing day coming up. I want you to have absolutely no regrets after this Valentine's Day. I want you to smile with this smile internally, knowing that you have come to fall in love with the most important person of them all, you. That you have found out what makes you happy and comfortable. And you are sincere enough only to do that. Then you have arrived. Then you have matured. And then you are entitled to join the adult ranks in celebrating Valentine's Day 2020. Happy Valentine's Day. What do you intend to do? Put your comments, your ideas in the comment section. Feel free to share this with your contacts, your friends, in particular the very young ones. Let no woman be taken advantage of just because it's Valentine's Day. It should never happen again. It's happened too many times, and this should be the end of it. Thank you for watching. I remain Amma Manson. You can find me on all social media handles with that name. You can also find me operating under the Transformation Inc. brand, or I Need Science when I'm teaching and learning. But it's good to see you. See you soon. Good evening, me mamwajo. Abusiafo obi ahoye nka mekoda. But obi send me message 10 bi. And the thought that assembly wo ha esi a ehia sa wo twen so kra. Mechiamo.